So we'll draw 1, 2. 3, 4, and 5. All right, so I have some pretty sweet buying power this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In fact, I have exactly enough in my hand to buy this statue of Osiris, which I'm just going to go ahead and do. Bring down the boat and the inner sarcophagus, and we'll see what comes next. A statue of Isis. Keep my discard over here. All right, so let's see what we've got now. We got one of these lovely Books of Traversing Eternity, but I don't think it's going to be able to help me this time, sadly, because all of this together makes 8, and I want that boat. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the boat for 8. I'm going to go ahead and entomb this urn, because I need to keep thinning out the ones from my deck. As much as I like the actions, I need to keep that part under control. Especially because don't forget this deck is coming down, which means I need to start adding things to my tomb. Okay, so we pulled 5 cards. Let's see. I would like to get this inner sarcophagus. What can I sacrifice along the way? Well, entomb along the way in order to... All right, I'm gonna put the Wearer's Amulet in my tomb. Then I'm going to go ahead and purchase this inner sarcophagus. And I could use the Book of Traversing Eternity to pick something else up, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and collapse my pyramid and bring the statue of Isis down, the Book of the Heavens down, and then the Book of the Dead. So we got some books coming up for me to attempt to buy, which is really not unrealistic for me. All right, so let's draw 5 more. All right, cool. So I have 10 value, but I really only need 8 to buy this card. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna put this Tyet amulet in my tomb, which still leaves me with 8 of buying power. I'm gonna grab, I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'll grab the statue of Isis. Bring the Book of the Heavens down, the Book of the Dead down, and another inner sarcophagus, which I don't really need. Okay, so let's see. I have some okay purchasing power again. I'd really like to pick up this Book of the Heavens. Let's see if I can do that nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna put my mummified cat in my tomb because I can't make it for eternity without a cat. Like, that is not happening. So that has to go in there. And then we're at 6, which I'm going to use to buy the Book of the Heavens. And we'll bring the Book of the Dead down because I actually want that. Jed Pillar Amulet. Okay, so whew, I can buy a lot this turn. That's exciting, except that there's not that much I want to buy. That's fine. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put the Cabesenoef Canophic Jar into my tomb. It's only worth 2. It's nice, but like the action affects opponents, kind of pointless for me. I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 to purchase the Book of the Dead. And then, is there anything else I really want to do? I could take a card at a lower cost. I'm going to grab Jed Pillar Amulet. So I'm going to use Traversing Eternity. If you bought a card this turn, take another card at a lower cost. And that's what we'll do. So let's bring this down. Replenish our lovely tomb, our lovely pyramid. And then start drawing again. So that's 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'd like to get this Book of the Netherworld. So I'm going to use 1 shop D to switch these cards out, so I can buy that. I'm going to use 8 to buy it, and then I'm just going to entomb this shop D. It leaves me with only 1, but my deck is pretty thin, and it's going to keep getting thinner, so I feel like that's probably a safe choice. So this will come down, this will come down, and this comes out. All right, another canopic jar, very exciting. Draw 5. Okay, so I don't really want to buy anything at the bottom of the pyramid. It's sort of an issue. But I would like that Hopi canopic jar. So why don't we do this? I'm going to entomb an inner sarcophagus. And then I'm going to use I'll just go ahead and use I'll use these cards to, I'm going to use the shop D to switch the Hopi canopic jar and the statue of Bastet. Then I'll use these to purchase it, and then the Book of the Dead can just hang, sadly. Bring these down. Ooh, Statue of Thoth, something new, something interesting. Okay, so I picked up a bunch of books in this hand. Awesome. The Book of the Earth's already in my tomb, so there's nothing I'm going to do with that. Let's see. What do I want to buy from right now? I don't want to buy anything off of this row. Not really. Jed Pillar Amulet, maybe. So here's what we'll do. I need 6 to buy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the Book of the Heavens in my tomb. Then I'm going to buy the Jed Pillar Amulet. And then, yeah, that'll be pretty much what I do. We'll call it a day. So this will come down. This will come out. Draw 5. Alright, so this is another pretty strong hand. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put one of my middle sarcophagi in my tomb. That actually gives me a complete set, because there are 3 in the set. Outer, middle, and inner sarcophagus. So that's one set I no longer have to worry about in terms of completion in this game. There's a lot of others that I'm still working on, so that gives me some peace of mind here. So let's see what else I can manage to do with this turn. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Statue of Isis for her action. I'm going to take a card with a value of 6 or less. I can also use my Jed Pillar Amulet to take a card of the same set as one that is in my tomb. So I have cards from all these sets. I'm going to go ahead and just grab this other Statue of Isis because it's worth so much in terms of gold. And that'll be my turn. The rest I'll just leave be. So we'll refill this pyramid and draw again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yikes. Okay, so I have a lot of high value stuff in here. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna go ahead and just entomb my boat, because it doesn't do a whole lot for me in terms of actions ever. So, because it's an opponent one. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And then what else do I really want to do? Let's see. I'd like to see if I can get that statue of Horus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the statue of Osiris. I'm going to discard a card. Let's discard this one. And I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that actually worked out pretty nicely because the Jed Pillar Amulet lets you take a card of the same set as one in your tomb. So I'm going to go ahead, play that for its action, and take the Statue of Horus since I have plenty of statues in my tomb. Sorry, they're flying everywhere. Now let's see if there's anything else clever that I can do. I haven't yes, I have. I can sacrifice a card in my hand and take a card with a cost up to twice as much. I don't really want to do that. Alright, I actually don't want any of that. So I'm going to just keep the Statue of Anubis' action to draw 6 next turn and call that a turn. We'll replenish the pyramid and keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I'm going to put one of my books of Traversing Eternity in my tomb. That puts me at 4 out of 6 books that have been entombed with me, so that is not bad at all. Let's see what else I might like to do. Okay. It's just difficult to decide because there's nothing I really want to buy, and I'm trying to see if I can entomb something else, but I don't have great memories of everything that's in my hand, and I don't want to do something stupid. I think I'm just going to stop for right now. And I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I get to sacrifice a card from the bottom row. So we're going to sacrifice this Watch Amulet. Things will come down. That Osiris statue is getting a little closer to me. And we'll draw 5. Okay. Ooh, nicest shop tea. That is very convenient. Okay. So I want to see if I can entomb anything. Let's keep working on my, because that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 9. What do I want to do? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I would like another Statue of Thoth in my life because they make all cards in your hand have a gold value of 4, which can be pretty convenient. In fact, I may be using that action shortly, but the Statue of Osiris is probably my priority. So I'm going to play the Shanti to switch these two. Do a little swapping. And then I'm going to play my Statue of Thoth for his action so that all of these are worth 4 and I can buy good old Osiris. And that is what I will do with my turn. All right. So we'll draw another 5. Nice. Okay, so now that I've got 2 statues of Osiris that I might want to use for their actions, I can just start dumping things in my tomb, which is perfect. Especially because I don't really want to buy any of these. I have entombed all of these cards. So let's see. Is there anything else I might prefer to do? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and entomb, since I'm not going to buy anything this turn, I'm going to entomb my Statue of Isis. Then I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to play the Statue of Horus to entomb another card from my hand. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to go ahead and entomb the Jed Pillar Amulet. So I got 2 entombments out of this turn. And then I'm actually just going to stop there. I'm going to sacrifice this amulet from the bottom row, move this stuff down, and replenish my pyramid. Ooh, a Hopi Canopic Jar. That's exciting. Alright, so we'll pull 5, and let's see what it is I might like to do. Again, like I'm pretty focused on entombment right now. Let's see what else I can do. So, let's see. Let me think for a second.